learning about directions and maps, right? So now we are learning how we can locate new places, right? So in our first class we have discussed about landmarks, right? So what are landmarks? So landmarks are some common places which are used to introduce a new place, right? So for example, the landmark for our school is our engineering college, right? So landmark for Bethlehem Hillside International School is Bethlehem Engineering College, right? So landmarks are some commonly used places like maybe post office or police station or some bus stand or some church or temple which are used to locate some new place, right? Very good. Now in the next class about what we have discussed? Yes, about the directions and sub-directions, right? So say me, what are the four main directions we have? What are the four directions we have? Yes, very good. North, east, south and west, right? So we have four main directions: north, east, south and west. Now say me, in which direction does the sun rise? Yes, the sun rises in the east and it sets in the west, right? So if we are facing the east, that will be our front side, right? So if our front side is towards the east, then our back side will be towards the west. Then our right hand side will be towards the south and our left hand side will be towards the north, right? Thus we can locate the directions with the help of sunrise, right? Yes. Now what are the four sub directions we have? Can you recall what are the four sub directions we have learned? Yes, northeast, northwest, southeast and southwest, right? Say me once again, what are the four sub directions we have? Northeast, northwest, southeast and southwest. Very good. So what we have discussed in our previous class? About compass, right? So say me, how compass is helpful to us to find locations? Yes, compass has a magnetic needle in the middle, right? So this needle will always point towards the north. So with the help of that we can locate other directions. So if we know the north direction, how can we locate the other directions? Yes, compass will show us the north direction, right? So if we are facing towards the north direction, then our back side will be south and our right hand side will be east and the left hand side will be west, okay? Thus we can locate all the directions with the help of compass. Yes, I hope that you can recall all the concepts what we have learned in our previous classes, right? Yes. Now today we are going to learn about maps, okay? So today we are going to learn how maps are helpful to locate the places on the earth. Shall we start? See, for what purpose we are using maps? Yes, maps are used to locate places. For what we are using maps? To locate the places. To find where a place is located, what we will use? We will use maps, right? So when we go to a new place, we carry a map of that place to locate landmarks and to find directions, okay? So for example, if we are going to Delhi for the first time, then what we have to carry? We have to carry a map of that Delhi, okay? So if we are going as a tourist, we have a separate map called a tourist map, okay? So that map will show all the important tourist places located in Delhi with their landmarks, okay? So we have to carry that map. Then it will show all the landmarks and important places located in Delhi, okay? So based on our need, we have to carry that related map and that map will give all the information regarding that place, okay? So see, when we go to a new place, we carry a map of that place to locate landmarks and also to find the directions, okay? So maps are used to locate places. So see, this map shows the, in this map we can see the places located in US, okay? So if you want to know what are the places that are located in US, then we can refer this map, okay? Yes, now let us see what is a map. So do you have any idea what is a map? Can you say what is a map? So see, what is a map? A map is a drawing of a place or a particular area, okay? It is just a drawing of any place or any area, okay? In which they have drawn that? Basically on a paper, okay? So what is a map? A map is a drawing of a place or a particular area, usually on a paper, okay? So map is a drawing of a area or place. Okay, so where it is drawn on a paper. Then see what it shows. It shows us places, their locations and the routes. Okay, so maps help us to locate the places and their routes. Okay, and also see a map also shows countries, cities, rivers, mountains, water bodies and many other things. So whether a map only shows world? No, it shows countries also. So if you want to see the world as a whole, we can have map for that. Then if you want to see a particular country alone, we have map for that. Then if you want to see a particular state alone, we have map for that. So in a state, if we have to see a city alone, then also we have a map for that. Okay, so it shows everything. So it shows countries, cities, rivers. Then if you want to know what are the mountains located in a particular place, then for that also there is a map. Okay, and the water bodies and many other things. Okay, so say me what is a map? A map is a drawing of a place or a particular area, usually drawn on a paper. And then what it shows the places, their locations and also their routes. And see, a map also shows countries, cities, rivers, mountains, water bodies and also many other things. See, now let us see the different maps. Okay, I will show you some examples of different kinds of map we can see. Okay, so this is a world map. Okay, this shows the entire world map. Now can you locate India? Where is India located? See, it is in the continent Asia, right? Can you see? This is India. Okay, so with the help of the world map we can locate all the countries. Okay, yes, now only our India map in detail. Okay, so in world map it is very difficult for us to locate Tamil Nadu. So if you want to locate Tamil Nadu alone, then we have to go for our country map, right? So India. So now can you see where is Tamil Nadu located? Here is Tamil Nadu, right? So if you want to locate any places, we can in India we can go for this India map. Okay. Yes, now see, this shows the map of our own district. Okay, this shows the Kanyakumari map. Okay, so if you want to locate the places in Kanyakumari district, then you can go for this district map. Okay, this shows the district map. Here you see Tiruvallur is here, Tovala is in this area, and here it is Takkalai, like that. Okay. So see, this map shows a route map in Karangal. Okay, this shows us the route. Okay. So in this direction, Karangal market is there. Then this is the Karangal main road, and to this side of Karangal main road, we have Axis Bank. So this shows the route map of Karangal. Okay. So this is the map of Tamil Nadu. Okay. So we have seen, right, we can locate the landmarks also with the help of map, right? So if you want to visit all the tourist places of Tamil Nadu, then we can go for this map. Okay. Here see, this is showing pictures, right? It shows the different landmarks of all the tourist places located in Tamil Nadu. Okay. So with map we can locate the routes, the landmarks, the places and their locations also. Okay. Yes. Now let us see what are symbols and how these symbols are used on a map, right? So what are symbols? Symbols means what? To indicate something we will use symbols, right? So see what are symbols? Symbols and colors are used on a map to show different things, okay? So maybe now let us take our India map, right? So our India has so many mountains and so many water bodies, right? So to indicate all the mountains and all the water bodies as a single thing, what they will do, they will have a common symbol for this mountains and to this water bodies. Okay. So usually to represent mountains we can use a color, right? Mostly it will be brown in color. Okay. So wherever mountains are located in India, then which color we will use? That brown color. Okay. And wherever water bodies are seen in India, what color we will use? Blue color. Okay. So instead of indicating as mountains, we are using this color as a symbol to indicate this mountains and water bodies. Okay, that are symbols. So maybe if there are more forest means, so in India wherever forest is located, they can either use a symbol of a tree or else what they can use? Something like green color. Okay. So instead of representing the actual thing, they will use some symbols to represent that. That is symbols. Okay. So symbols and colors are used on a map to show different things. So see example, blue color is used to show water bodies on a map. So previously we also saw wild map, right? So our entire world is covered with 70% of water, right? So you can see that wild map is mostly blue in color. Because of what? Because of water bodies. Okay. Similarly, have you seen globe? Our globe is also mostly in blue in color because the blue color shows water bodies. Okay. So our Earth also is called a blue planet, right? Why it is called blue planet? Because Earth is mostly covered with water, right? That's why it is called blue planet. Okay. So in maps also blue color is used to show water bodies. Okay. See, here we have a simple example of that. Okay. See, this is one simple map. So to show the roads, wherever road is there, they have used this symbol, right? So wherever some garden is there, what symbol they have used to represent garden? Tree symbol, right? So wherever garden is there, they have used tree symbol. Then wherever some homes is there, they have used this symbol, right? So if we see this symbol, then we can say there are some homes. If we see this tree symbol, then we can say there are some parks or garden is there, right? So whenever we see this symbol, we can say there is a road, right? So thus the symbols help to represent the different things on a map, okay? Yes, now let us see what is a key, okay? So in the previous slide we saw a picture, right? There simply we guessed, right? Trees there means there may be a park or garden, something like that. So seeing that home symbol means we itself assumed that there may be a home, right? But only the person who draws that knows that accurately, right? So, but the persons who are seeing that symbol also should know this symbol means this is the meaning, this symbol is this is the meaning, right? So for that only we are going for key, okay? So what this key is helpful to us? Key helps us understand the symbols used on a map, okay? So this key will say us the meaning of all the symbols whatever we have used on a map, okay? Now see the symbol, what are the symbols they have used here? See, one double line with a cross, right? So this is one of the symbol they have used. And then see this yellow color is another symbol they have used. And this star symbol is the other one they have used. Like that they have used more symbols, right? Now do you have any idea of what this symbol stands for? Simply on seeing this map, do we have any idea? No, right? Only the person who have drawn that map will have an idea of that, right? So for helping us to understand what this symbol stands for, we have a key on the side. Can you see this is the key, okay? So what this line stands for? Where is this line? This line is here. So they have given for what it stands for. This stands for railroad, okay? So whenever you see this symbol, we can guess that there is a railway track, okay? This stands a railroad. Then what else is there? One, this symbol is there, right? One S-like symbol is moving, right? So in blue color. So what is that? See, it is given here. That is a river, okay? So that is a river. Now can you see this star symbol? So that stands for capital city, okay? So in this map, this is a capital city, okay? So whenever capital city is there, they will use this symbol, okay? And so on. So they have given the meaning for all the symbols. So this stands for lake and this yellow color stands for mountains, okay? This stands for mountains. And then see, here one small black color dot like something is over there, right? So that is a bridge, okay? That is a bridge, right? So to show different things on a map, we have used some symbols, right? So the explanation of these symbols are given on a key, okay? Understood? So what is a key? Key helps us to understand the symbols used on a map, okay? So the other name of this key is legend. What is the other name of key? Legend. Very good. Yes, now see this map shows you the density of population, amount of population in India in the year 2011. Okay, so just to see this, you can see only some colors are there, right? So we don't want to classify that, but with the help of colors, colors means what? It is like symbol, right? With the help of colors, they have said something to us. But how we can understand the symbols? With the help of key, right? So see here they have given key, okay? So this green color, this dark green color area, where you can see this dark green color area, see it is over here, right? See? So these areas have 100 and below population per square kilometer, okay? So whenever you see this dark green color area, then you can understand that the population is very less, okay? It is less than 100 people per square kilometer. Then light green means the amount of population, this area, okay, the amount of population there is about 101 to 250 people per square kilometer, okay, and similarly it goes on, okay. This light yellow means it is about 251 to 500 people per square kilometer, and this dark yellow, see our Tamil Nadu comes here, right? So what is the population in Tamil Nadu at 2011? About 501 to 1000 people per square kilometer, okay, and see this dark red, like red color area is about 1001 and above, okay. So thus with the help of the colors they have drawn the map very in a simple manner, right, and they have given the explanation of the colors at the side, right. So this colors indicate symbols and this explanation is the key, okay, understood? And now atlas. Do you know atlas? So what is atlas? A book of maps is called atlas, okay. So sometimes you may have a book having first world map, then India map, then physical divisions of India, like that. So many collection of maps will be there in a single book, right? That is called atlas, okay. So what is atlas? A book of maps is called atlas, don't forget, okay. And now in smartphones also we can use maps, right? Do you know in your smartphone also there will be maps, right? What maps we are using? We are using Google Maps, right? So people use maps in their smartphones also nowadays to find the locations, okay? And at last, let us see how GPS is helpful to us in locating directions, okay? I know every one of you know GPS, right? So what is the full form of GPS? Global Positioning System, right? What is GPS? Global Positioning System. So we can see this mostly in our cars, right? In car, it will show us the direction, right? So GPS stands for Global Positioning System. So it is used to find way to a place, okay? It will say the way to the place, okay? So today it is used to find the directions and routes to some places also. So where we are using this in common, this is mostly used in cars, trains, buses, aeroplanes and ships, okay? So say me, what is the GPS? It is Global Positioning System and it is used to find way to your place. Nowadays it is even used to find the directions and routes also. So where we are mostly using this? Mostly used in cars, trains, buses, aeroplanes and ships, okay? Yes children, that's all for today's class. So shall we recall all the concepts what we have learned today? Today we have learned about maps, right? So say me how maps are helpful to us. It is used to locate places, and when we go to a new place, we carry a map with us to locate the important places, landmarks and directions, right? So what is the definition of a map? It is very important. A map is a drawing of a place or a particular area usually drawn on a paper. So say me, what is a map? A map is a drawing of a place or a particular area usually drawn on a paper, right? So it shows places, their location and routes. Along with that, it also shows countries, cities, rivers, mountains, water bodies and many other things. Yes, say me how symbols are used. Symbols and colors are used on a map to show different things, right? For example, blue color is used to indicate water, then brown color is used to indicate mountains and green color is used to indicate forest, okay? Then see what is the key? Key helps us to understand all the symbols used on a map. Then what is atlas? A book of maps, a collection of maps is called what? Atlas. And then at last we have seen about GPS, right? So what is the full form of GPS? It is Global Positioning System and it is used to find way to a place, right? Nowadays we can see this GPS in cars, trains, buses, aeroplanes and ships. So that's all for today's class children. So if you have any doubt, contact me, okay? So in the next class, we can revise all the concepts we have learned in this lesson, okay? Meet you in the next class. Thank you.